Hello everyone. Today I am going to be doing a couple of sample runs on this Guardian site to get your weapon blueprint fragments. Please forgive me if I'm a little quiet. I have to remember to speak up very loudly for the recording to pick me up louder than the game. Hopefully I am loud enough. We will see if the volume levels are acceptable when I go to upload it. Alright. So first things first, when you come to the Guardian site, which will be linked in the description or pinned comment, or if you're in Discord, I will have it pinned in the Elite Dangerous chat. Once you get here, you're going to need an SRV. Hopefully you already expected that and brought one along. And when you get to this site, if you'll just follow the order that I go through these pylons, you should be able to save a lot of time. Now, when I got here, it is on the dark side currently. It might be permanently on the dark side for all I know, but all I know is it's on the dark side for me. If it's on the dark side for you, do not forget to turn on your night vision and also deploy your cargo hatch. Do not put away your cargo scoop during this entire run. It will just add more trouble to you, and you will need it. So first things first, you need to find this area that's surrounded by these arches and pillars to find this console right here. This terminal is the basis of everything that we're going to be doing. And just like that, the pylons have popped up next to it, confirming that we got next to it and waited long enough for them to start. For this, you're going to either want 3 pips in weapons and shields, or full pips into weapons, 2 in the shields, and then you will pump all of them over to shields at the very last step of the run. So really quickly, if you get that terminal activated, and you will need to do it first, by the way, none of the other pylons on this site will work until these 2 are up out of the ground. You will go through this left set of arches, follow this path I'm doing here, and you'll come upon another set of arches. Right here, there will be a sentinel defending this. He'll either be behind this part of the arch there, or he'll be on the side of the hill there. Either way, you gotta be ready to destroy him. It sounds like mine spawning over here. And because I went through so slow, he actually spawned a little bit further back than normal. Now, if you're running the site, I'm gonna assume most people that are running it do not have components for the Guardians, or at least most of them, so make sure you pick up any components that are dropped by the Sentinel when you destroy it. These Sentinel weapon parts, you can never ignore. They are, by far, from what I have seen, the least likely to spawn. I just got really fortunate. Then, when you come through that first arch that I showed you earlier, you will come upon the first energy pylon that isn't the ones at the terminal. Now you're going to bank a left through this arch, and you're going to want to head toward these structures over here. The reason that you're heading toward these structures instead of completely swinging around the outside is because we have to grab something, and this is the easiest one to get. These little towers scattered throughout the compound have what is known simply as an ancient relic. You're going to want to get this ancient relic because you are going to need it to finish getting the blueprint. Just keep following the outside of the compound here. You'll see this almost bunker-like structure right here. Just keep going around the outside. The sentinel will pop up. Fortunately, we didn't get the bad sentinel spawn. We got one that we can cheese, and I can teach you a little trick for this. If you go up just slightly, he won't be able to hit you, and you will be able to hit him. So it's absolutely free, and you shouldn't take any damage. So make sure to pace yourself so that way you don't waste any unnecessary ammo, because that will be more times you have to restock ammo. However, if you do not have the ability to stock ammo because you do not have enough regular mats to do so, you're going to want to either get some, or you're going to want to come with a second SRV, or you're going to have to accept that at most you're going to get 5 runs of this, and that's if you're very good with the ammo. Otherwise, when I first got here, before I started optimizing, I would get at most 3 runs. There will be run-to-run variance on your ammo consumption, but nothing major. Now, once you get done with that pylon, you will follow up the valley next to these structures, and then you will jump the hump onto this little path. You can follow this path to the center square, and then you cut left to go back to what I call the center of this compound. There's our energy pylon on the way. We're back to center. Now you're going to come back up toward this X, and then follow the path to the right. Go through these arches. There'll be a sentinel that spawns. We got the distant one, which we can cheese to avoid taking some damage if he sits still. Unfortunately, we got one that's really, really mobile, abnormally. I'm going to be honest. This hasn't happened in... Oh, I would say I did 20 plus runs of this, and I have not seen the sentinel move like that before. So that's very interesting. But once you go through that first arch, you can go through this one right here. Once you go through this arch, you'll be on your last pylon. It should pop out of the ground. Just go ahead and bank yourself around this hill after it does that. Clearly, you're going to want to kill as many of these sentinels as you can if you need the parts. Otherwise, if you're only here for the weapon fragment, this part is very straightforward. Once I shoot this energy pylon, it's going to charge up, and then I'm going to be on a timer. The timer is very forgiving, and you shouldn't run out of time. This, as you can tell, that is a massive timer to start with. From memory, I believe every one you shoot increases the time as well. So this is very forgiving, and I don't think I've ever failed this, even on my first run. Just go through the center, back through the arches, back over to this side. Start at this energy pylon. This section of it is going to be very sporadic on me talking. I'm going to go quickly to try to save time down on the video. You don't need that anymore, you already have it. Come back to this energy pylon here. Now you're going to go back to the outside. Follow this alleyway in between these structures. I really think that this is the easiest path to avoid getting lost. If you're real bad to get lost, jump the hump. You should now be on the little path. Just follow it. Now, these pylons can only be shot from one side. Like that. You're going to have to shoot them on the side that isn't armored, obviously. And then you're going to come back to center terminal. Go ahead and put yourself on the X if you can. It'll save you time later. After you do that, a sentinel will spawn. If it spawns right there, you won't have to defend yourself, but if it's right there or right there, it'll have line of sight on you and start shooting you. Go into your right panel, take that relic we got earlier, and jettison it. I think you can abandon it, but I wouldn't if you can avoid it. Full power to shields, this will be relevant in a second. In a second, this will become targetable. Data scan it. You do not need to be in analysis mode. Combat mode will allow you to do it too. Going to analysis mode will waste your time. Quickly, and I mean quickly, exit the main menu. You're going to get a combat timer because a set of enemies has spawned. Now, that is why we put our pips into shields, so we don't have to fight them. You could fight them, but then you would also still have to do the combat timer after they're gone. Doing so would be a very, in my opinion, bad move to do. Make sure to go to solo play instead of open play because people like to gank, or you might get in each other's way doing the same run even if you're not ganking each other. While we load here, I'm going to quickly go through what you're going to do. After every run, you're going to spawn back at the same location each time. Go to your right panel. Very quickly, turn on your night vision, lower your cargo scoop, and you're ready to begin again. And the reason you don't want to fight the sentinels there, I don't know if I clarified, is the sentinels that spawn after you collect the data will waste your time. Because even after you destroy them, you'll still be on a combat timer to exit main menu to respawn the whole compound. And that is very, very bad for time efficiency. And very, very bad for your fuel usage. You want to use as little fuel as possible, and any extra time you're spending here is more fuel you'll have to synthesize. We got a really good spawn on the sentinel this time. He can't attack you here, so just clip the wing. Forgot to put my pips back in the weapons. Just sit there and clip the wing. Now I had my aim slightly off there, but if you aim it perfectly, you can hit him with both sides of your repeater and it goes by quicker. Get your pylon and proceed forward through the arch. Head back inward toward the structures. Tower should spawn with your next relic. You can shoot it early, even earlier than I did it there, if you so choose. Quickly run to the outside of this bunker over here. So we got a different sentinel spawn. Don't forget to get your sentinel parts, if you so need them. Get the pylon. Back into the valley. Quickly circling around. Jump the hump. Back on the track. Cut a left. Second to last pylon. Back to center. Hang right. Through the arch. Get ready to fight the sentinel.
Target destroyed.
Back through this arch here. Circle the ditch. Last pylon. Charge it up. Back to center. Just follow your tracks back through the arch, through the other archway, and you'll be right back at the center console. Do not charge these ones yet. It will only hurt you because you need to be here when you do so, because it will spawn sentinels around the compound. So you might as well be in a spot where you might not have to fight them. Just follow the path that you did before. The second run I'm trying to do a little bit quicker to show you that you can do it faster. You can do it a lot faster even than I'm doing here, because I still want this to be quick and understandable for everyone else. I'm not going to go super crazy quick, just quick enough to put it all together. Wrap it up. Back through the valley. Jump the hump. Follow the track. Bank a left. Get this pylon. Back to center. Alright, check for the sentinel behind you. Unfortunately, he spawned where we have to fight him.
Target destroyed.
Jettison the relic that you gathered at the start of the run. Go into turreted form and wait on this. Now all you gotta do is data scan it again and exit the main menu to respawn the whole compound and restart yourself in the starting position behind the terminal. That's all, folks. I wish you the best of luck getting your Guardian stuff.